that verse that says, without faith, it's impossible to please God. That verse in the very best way kind of haunts me because you just think like, oh, it's actually impossible to please God if I don't, and faith is being sure of what you hope for and certain of what you don't see. So if we put together what Scripture teaches us, it is impossible to please God unless you believe that He can do something you can't see. And so when I'm thinking about winter too, Mike, I'm thinking about this is the season where we get to practice the most faith. We see the least in this season. In spring, summer, and fall, we can see what God's doing, and there's something for us to do with it. But in the winter, we just have to sit in our homes and go, underground, He's doing something.
Yeah, absolutely. And there, you mentioned Joe in Minnesota, and people talk about this when you go to these crazy cold areas. They'll say the winters will drive you crazy until you learn to get out into them.
Yeah.
Right?
Wow. Yeah.
And I think the same thing is true with those winters of our souls and the seasons of life that we find ourselves in.